What up, Mega Squad? Is your boy Jacob bringing y'all back with another movie review. I'm doing the review on Saw X. This is gonna be the non-spoiler review. So I decided I want to do a non-spoiler review and then come back and do another do a spoiler review. This is gonna be a quick review, going over some of the things I like, didn't like, things like that. So just getting straight to the point. I really enjoyed this movie. And it's sitting at like a 86 or some percent on Rotten Tomatoes. But regardless of that, I went in, I had some thoughts about the movie. There's some things that I theorized or thought was going to be a part of the movie. And when I went in, there were some theories that came true. There were some that did not. And then there were some surprises. The traps were good. I wouldn't say that the traps were the most gruesome. Not all of them, probably one or two, but they meant something. Like that. Like the story behind this movie was well written. So I have to thank the writers and the directors of Saw X. I know a lot of them either wrote or direct or produce previous Saw films like Saw 6, Jigsaw, Spiral, things like that. And I will have to say that they knocked that out of the park on this one. If you don't have the stomach for torture porn or body torture, things like that, your stomach can twist and turn in this. I think it was one or two people in the movie theater that I went to. It was one or two people that left after the scene with Valentina, like after her trap. They left after that trap because I don't think that they were able to take it. Because I remember I was looking out of my periphery and I just saw two people just walk up and dip after that, right after that trap happened. And when you go see the movie, you'll understand why. Because man, the special effects, what is it? Not cosmetics, but the prosthetics and all of the tools that they use to make it look real. It looked real. Like it doesn't look like that fake blood that they used in Saw 3D. That pinkish red blood. No, it didn't look like that. It looked like some real blood when they were making this movie, which it just brings a better aspect to the movie when you have things that look realistic to the audience. But I like the fact that John Kramer / Jigsaw was the centerpiece, and you can get this from the trailer too. So he was the main focal point of the movie, and we were able to see his story with the steps he went through, all the tests that he had to go through, and meeting the medical people and all that stuff, and you get a lot of that from the trailer. But the fact that they made John Kramer like the anti-hero, or like the protagonist, the anti-antagonist, or whatever you want to call it, it worked really well in this movie, and I highly recommend this movie a lot. Shawnee Smith, who played Amanda, did great. There is a mid-credit scene. I'm not going to spoil what happened, but you want to make sure that you stay for the mid-credit scene, especially if you are a Saw fan. They have something for you that I think you will like. There were people in my movie theater that cheered when this scene happened, so you want to be on the lookout for that. There were a lot of times where I had to see behind my fingers when things happened, or myself and the person I was sitting next to, just a random person I was sitting next to, because the theater that I went to was packed. Like every seat in this theater, it was one of those bigger theaters too. Every seat was taken when I went to go see this. That's how popular, or that's how many fans Saw has. And I was saying, ooh, that, and other people I was able to hear when certain things happen in the movie. They, had some reaction to it. A lot was going on that was great with this movie. There are some twists in this movie. Some you may notice is going to happen. Some may catch you by surprise. man, like this was a well put together movie. You can tell that they put a lot into this. This movie is about 2 hours long. Yeah, you can argue that they probably could have made it a little shorter. However, I enjoyed every minute, every second of this film. It's very, very different compared to like Spiral and Jigsaw. I wanna put this up there with Saw 1. So I would say this is probably my top three. So I got, Saw 1, Saw X, and then Saw 2 after that, as far as like the story and just the overall cinematography of it. I like the fact that they brought back the green scale, orange scale, gritty type of feel to the film. You can see that a lot with the eye trap in the TV spot that they got, or the clip that they got for the eye trap and the Mateo trap. They got a clip for that as well. You can see how it brings that nostalgic Saw feeling from that alone, and it was just amazing. The way they executed that was amazing. And there's a lot I could talk about this film, but I don't want to spoil anything, because there were some twists and turns that just caught me off guard and I did not expect. But we just got to wait and see what happens. The fact that this film is sitting at a 80-something% on Rotten Tomatoes, you already know that they're probably going to greenlit another film just because it has better scores than the first Saw. It has better scores than the first Saw, and it was on a $13 million budget. They already made $2 million on Thursday, so after this weekend, all they gotta do is at least double it or triple it, and then there you go. We're gonna have another Saw film. If they make over 100 mil, definitely, because all the other films, minus Spiral, I think Spiral only made like 40 or 50 mil, but all the other ones made like 100 mil and up. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, you don't have to put a whole lot of money into these horror films. There's a lot of things that you can add to it, and the story has to be good, and you can make that money back in a snap. I really enjoyed this film. So I have to say there were some comedy aspects in this film, for real. There were some comedy aspects in this film. I'm gonna talk more about it in the spoiler session. So be on the lookout for when I upload my spoiler review. But horror, I gotta give it A minus. Comedic aspect, I give it like a B, because there were a lot of comedic aspects, or I chuckled at a lot of things. Story from the Saw franchise, I'm gonna say the story is at a A to A plus from me. As a Saw film story, I'm gonna say it's an A to A plus, because it's different than all the other Saw films. I'm not saying that it's an Oscar-worthy type of film, but I'm just saying for a horror type of film, in a horror Saw film, the story is an A to A plus. It beats out a lot of the other Saw films, and it beats out some of the Scream films, Terrifier films, and a lot of other films. Chucky, like there's a lot of things that this film just beats out just on a whole nother level, and that's probably why it's getting a lot of critic reviews and a lot of audience scores, and it's just skyrocketing. And I'm expecting it to make, I wouldn't be surprised if this makes 200 million. I mean, I know that's kind of a stretch, but if it makes 200 million, that'd be very, very awesome. I don't know if they're gonna be making Saw films every year like how they used to, where they made one like every Halloween. Who knows? I'll be on the lookout for it. I've been on the lookout on Twitter, because I follow Saw on Twitter, things like that. So man, this is my review to this, and I highly recommend, whether you are a Saw fan, a horror fan, or just a moviegoer. Cause Saw X, so Saw X is actually Saw 2 Saw 3 if you think about it, because Jigsaw is the first one, then Saw 1 is actually the second Saw as far as like timeline, then is Saw X, which is the third one in the timeline, and then it goes in order from 2 to Saw 3D, and then Spiral is this. I mean, they kind of incorporated in the same universe, but it's still separate. Because I'm like, Spiral is Saw 9, and that's how we got Saw 10 or Saw X now. But Spiral still is in its own separate world. So if y'all like my review to this, post your comments down below, like and share it with all your friends, subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews. Make sure I give the video a thumbs up. Janko, hold it down for 100,000 subscribers, and Janko is out. I will be giving away $200 Amazon gift cards when this channel reaches 30,000 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any uploads. And in the comment section, let me know why you want to win the $200 Amazon gift card and include your Twitter handle. The winner will be announced once the channel reaches 30,000 subscribers.